Hey there, and welcome back for another one. Okay, where are we at this week for this adventure? This week, we are out backpacking with my Uncle Chris, who has not gone backpacking in how long?
I did one overnighter 2 years ago, but then it's been probably 25 years.
So we're finally getting him back out there. And we've got John with us, who you might remember from some other backpacking trips, this will be now number 3?
Yeah, 3 for overnights and the snowboarding and...
No, backpacking trips.
Oh, backpacking. Yeah, I don't think we've done any others.
So this is your third trip. Yeah, this is your third time. Yeah. We are out here in the San Pedro Parks Wilderness, just outside Gregorio. We're doing a modified loop where we are following the Las Vacas.
Las Vacas. It's part of the CDT to the Palomas Trail. And around the end of Palomas Trail is where we intend to camp. It should be about 6 miles.
Yeah. And then we'll do another 8 or something the day after that. And then on Sunday, we hike out with a 3 point something. But yeah, we're going to be out here for a couple days. Ooh, yeah. And the fall colors has definitely going on. Yeah. Good times. We've made it to our first trail intersection, where we either go left or right. We could go right and it goes the Damien Trail over to Palomas. There's a little bit more inclines, a little bit more distance. The way Uncle Chris actually wants to go is still reconnects kind of the Damien, but you go up Clear Creek by going left, and then you hook a right back towards Palomas. So we're gonna go that route. How are we feeling so far?
Pretty good. Sore. Gonna feel it tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got how far now?
2.1 miles.
2.1 down. Ooh, we're
4 more to go.
4 more to go. My aunt will kill me if I don't get him out alive, so I gotta make sure he stays alive. Hence the garment. John, how are we feeling?
Good.
Good. All right, let's continue on. Okay, we have made it the second veer off where we reconnect to actually go over to the Vaca trail back to the Palomas. So we took our right turn and we decided to stop for a quick snack. We have refueled and we got a little break in.
Yes.
Now to continue up into the meadow. Okay, we have reconnected with the Palomas Trail, where we were a couple of videos ago when we did the day hikes with my uncle. We're back at that CDT intersection cross with the creeks. Yeah. So we are back here. We've got a little bit further to go into the meadow, and then we will camp for the night. Yes. I'm also happy to say I'm a little less bitter finally. A little less bitter. All right, we made it our 6.1 miles for the day into our meadow where we're on the Palomas Trail, and we found an excellent camp area far enough away from our water source, tucked just on the edge of the trees, and there's already a campfire ring built, so that's pretty great for us. We don't have to build one, The fire safety restrictions are low right now, so it's okay to have fires. We're not gonna have a roaring one, small one. Don't need a big one.
Why are you staring at me when you say that?
We will not be starting forest fires because, unfortunately, right now we're already inhaling smoke. There's a fire just outside of Flagstaff that started this week from a lightning strike, sadly, and they have not gotten it contained. When I checked this morning, it was about just over 1,800 acres, and it's not contained, and it's still gone. We were clear most of the day when we were up here. The wind was not bringing it to us, but I guess the wind shifted. And we are now getting that smoke. It is like a permanent campfire smell, which we'll be adding to our own. Not like big though. We're not doing forest fires. No. Yeah, so we made it. Uncle Chris, how you feeling?
Tired.
But you survived your first day.
Survived my first day.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to relax. I'm probably going to find some ibuprofen in my medicine kit.
Good times. Tomorrow we're doing about 8 miles, so only a couple more miles more than today, but we're not driving anywhere tomorrow, so that's kind of nice. That always helps in my opinion, not having to backpack as soon as you get somewhere after driving. That's why I've always been an advocate for car camping the night before. But sometimes it doesn't work. No, that's fine. But we're here in San Pedro Parks Wilderness in a beautiful meadow that's along the CDT, inhaling smoke from Arizona and relaxing. Yes. We're gonna chill and yeah, call it a night eventually after relaxing. We'll see you guys in the morning. It's right behind me. Oops. Good morning. We are up. We are doing breakfast. We are drying out our tents in the sun. It definitely got a little chilly last night, so there is condensation in our tents. So we must dry those out in the lovely, lovely sun before we pack those away, since we have the time. It's not like we're time crunching or anything to make tons of miles in a day. So they're drying out and they got a fire going and breakfast going. It's a good morning. It's very bright. It's very bright. It's a good morning. We'll finish breakfast, pack up camp, put out the fire, and then we'll roll out for average around 8 mile day. We are leaving the meadow behind and going back into the trees, where we will go up and we hit a point where we're gonna then branch off to a different trail and we'll go down back hill, slowly making our loop back towards car direction. Yes. Yesterday, while they were getting water, they found some little fish in the creek. And we found a little, I guess you'd call this like a teeny pond. And there are some little fish in there swimming about. Can't really see them too well with the camera, but they're in there. You said it was trout, right?
Yeah, they're trout.
Yeah, just teeny little trouts, just chilling.
There's some decent sizes in this one.
can't see them, but straight across the field, we just saw some elk emerge from the trees. There's cows off to the right. They're not as special, although they're eyeballing us. Yeah, 2 of them are just straight ahead of us. Pretty awesome. Giant Rex. Giant. But they're cautiously watching us too, so we will proceed with caution. We're not here to disturb them. But if we get closer, I'm getting footage. It started sprinkling a little bit, so we decided to just pop off the trail into the trees, get a snack time, get some more calories, and just get a little bit of, oh, my pack just fell over. I didn't balance it well. Oh well. But yeah, just get a little reprieve from the rain until we want to pop back up into it. So as we've mentioned before on this channel, well, with Uncle Chris, he is a geologist. And then I also I love rocks. So as we're hiking along, we're finding some really, really beautiful colored agates and stuff along the trail. So we're getting distracted by rocks and putting some rocks in pockets. But I don't mind. I mean, oh yeah, we weighed our packs when we left the car yesterday. Mine is 46 pounds. John, yours was how heavy was your pack?
Was it 34?
I think it was 34, 35?
Yeah, something like that.
And then Uncle Chris, your pack was how much?
35, 36.
35, 36?
Without one of my water bottles.
Ah, right. We weighed them with our consumables. So, to be fair, that's consumable weight. Mine is, yeah, I was at 46. So, if I didn't count consumables, I'm probably closer to 30 something. Yeah, sounds right. And we're just adding weight. We've been eating consumable weight, now we're just adding rock weight. Because why not? We hit our next trail intersection where we start going back south and we hop onto the Lucero trail. And now we will just go south and reconnect near the Clear Creek trail. You see that? We've gone about 5? Yeah?
5.2 miles.
5.2 miles. So just a few more miles to go before camp. Okay, we have made our camp. We have made it. We didn't go, we're at what,
7.75, 7.8 miles, something like that.
7.78 something. So just shy of 8. But it's a good camp area. The trail is technically through the trees. So we hopped the creek and we made sure that we're far enough away from the water for the leave no trace principles for setting up camp. And we actually found a little campfire ring that was already here. It hasn't been used in a good chunk of time, but it was already built. So we don't have to build our own. Makes me happy. Leave no trace. Yeah. And so yeah, our tents are set up. We've got some good coverage. Uncle Chris is getting his dinner going. He needs some fuel, and John is looking for firewood and other things. I don't know. Men and their fires.
Also to build a seat.
Oh, he's trying to build a seat too. But yeah, we are here. Time to get dinner ready and just relax and enjoy the last couple hours of sunlight we got. Oh, I guess I should talk about the trail today. So the trail that we went on today, the deviation, so we went towards the left. So we actually went on the old CDT route, which is no longer the official route. It's been rerouted. And as we were hiking further on today, not too far ahead of this, it now makes perfect sense as to why they made a reroute. 1, not as much coverage. 2, you want it more closer to your water source. But 3, it looks like they've had some flooding and washouts. The trail's very hard to follow, with all the cattle running through it and then all the mud. And it's really easy to lose, which isn't great. So that's probably parts of why they deviated and went down towards Gregorio. Honestly, it makes sense. It's probably safer now and easier to find the trail too. But yeah, so the trail wasn't bad. There was a lot of meadows, flats, and then just trying to find the trail, because you could lose it pretty easily. There are the old posts that are from the CDT like markers that are still there, but there's a couple that unless you go further around and really look, it's really hard to spot them. But yeah, they're still there. If you want a more backcountry type experience of CDT, you can still take the old route. It's just definitely more backcountry type style than the new reroute. Yeah. Good trail. Good morning. All right, we are up. We have already packed up our camp and done our breakfast, and we are headed out. We are a shorter day, about 4 miles out to get back to the cars today, so only half as long as yesterday. Not bad at all. Come back out of the trees. Into the lights. Ready for the last day out?
Last day out.
Last day out.
Figured out how to pack my pack better.
Yeah, he's dialing it in. Yeah, he's been dialing it in. It's a bit like we talked about earlier. Hasn't done backpacking in a minute, so he's dialing in the pack setup with new technology and techniques of the day. Yeah, good day. Good weather too. Oh yeah. Okay, we've made it to our last trail connection deviation point, where we connect now with the Upper Clear Creek Trail, and we follow it down to the last part of our loop where we will go past the Gregorio where we came in. So it's the last little segment of our loop. Not very far. I think we have, 3 miles to go from here? And we're back to the cars. We have made it back to Gregorio. The last little bit out right around the leg, and we'll be back at the cars in no time, which is great for my uncle because my aunt's getting impatient. She just wants cuddle time, apparently. Been messaging me on the Garmin while we've been out here asking, how soon till Uncle Chris gets back? She's getting impatient. But back to the lake and around we go. All right, we have officially made it back to the cars in the parking area at the beginning of our trail just outside of Gregorio. We actually did a little bit more mileage than we thought we would, because originally we were doing about 6.1 the first day, and about 8.1 the second day, and we were supposed to be like 3.1 today. Well, the first day we went to 6.1, and then yesterday we actually stopped about just shy of a mile prior to where we were originally going to start, but Uncle Chris was getting pretty tired, so we just decided to find a camp spot. Actually worked in our favor. because stopping where we stopped was prime. Had we gone any further, it would have been more than a mile to find a good campsite area for tents and all that kind of stuff. So stopping where we stopped worked out. But Uncle Chris was just telling me that we actually did 4.99, supposedly by his watch, on the way out today. So we did 5 instead of 3. And we supposedly did 7 something yesterday, though. We were just shy of 8. So I think our estimations of mileage that he had when we were planning the trip were a little off, so we did a little bit more than we thought we would, but it's good. He's training for a trip to Chile and Antarctica, so this is great for him. And it's just nice for me. Good weather, it's fall time. Yeah, backpacking. Of course, there are some rain clouds rolling in, so we got out just in time. Yeah, but no. Beautiful, beautiful area, the San Pedro Parks Wilderness. Great. Dispersed camping, you can't camp. You have to be a mile away from Gregorio Lake before you can camp. But it's dispersed stuff. You can follow parts of the CDT, old and new. And yeah, this is the great time of year for weather-wise. Nights aren't too cold, fire restrictions are low, so you can have a campfire. It's not too toasty during the day. For me, I'm so little sensitive to the heat after getting sick on the trail, so hence the awesome sun hat. Yes. Trying to stay as cool as possible. Yeah, it was a good trail, good hike. Well, it's not an official trail, so I'll put the links below that cover parts of the trail loop that we did on all trails, and I will, throughout this video, you saw the little route that I showed you guys that we did from the Garmin. But you can, if you can find trails, you can make your own loop. You don't have to stick to everyone else's stuff. Get creative, get adventurous, go wild. But now it is time for us to head on back to Albuquerque. Sad, I'd rather just keep backpacking. Oh well. Well, if you liked the video, hit the like button. And if you aren't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and follow along for more adventures, because as always, there will be more, I promise. And until the next one, you guys have a good one. Later.